The Valley's water woes front and center during a water symposium led by Valley State Representative Terry Canales.
That's right. Water experts and local officials met in FAR to talk about the growing water concerns in our area. Channel 5's Christian von Preising has a full recap this morning.
We have to talk about water. We don't have enough. We're not doing enough.
A first-of-its-kind water symposium in the Valley, bringing together water experts and local officials.
So if we have cities in decline in the Rio Grande Valley because we have lack of water, that should be a wake-up call, ladies and gentlemen. That should wake every single one of you up to say you can no longer construct because we don't have water. If that's not scary, I don't know what will scare you.
Leading this event, State Representative Terry Canales. Irrigation districts and water utilities also spoke about their needs. They're now using less water while trying to maintain their budgets.
We're trying to juggle and improvise and do whatever we have to do to keep costs low, and at the same time trying to do that, restrict water usage. So it's really, really tough on utilities.
The Rio Grande is the source of water for 90% of this region. Several utilities are now working towards pumping groundwater and processing it through reverse osmosis systems called RO.
Right now we're doing probably about 25% RO versus the surface. I hope within the next 5 to 7 years that we'll be doing 50 to 60% of that.
In June, the two reservoirs that serve the valley reached their lowest points ever. Mexico is behind on contributions to the river. Irrigation districts and farmers have a fraction of the water they used to have at their disposal.
What's happening as far as vegetables and other jobs that are in jeopardy?
A lot of our water is being captured in Mexico and utilized, and they're increasing their productive agriculture, and we end up buying their produce instead of relying on our farmers.
State leaders see the problems discussed today as a major development issue.
There's no bigger issue facing the state than water, period. If you don't have water, your schools don't thrive, your communities don't thrive, your economies don't grow.
On the federal side, the head of the International Boundary and Water Commission says the State Department, the U.S. ambassador, and herself are reaching out to Mexico.
I'm meeting with Mexico at least on a weekly basis.
Commissioner Maria Elena Guiner says the problem also lies with the American rivers that feed the Rio Grande. She says those deliveries are 2/3 of what they once were. She says Mexico's contribution is only a piece of the pie.
That's only between 20 to 30% of the water for the region.
And now cities are being asked to conserve.
We need to move together to water conservation stage 2 and 3. And those elements of each water conservation stage need to be similar across the board.
Leaders hope those cities can work together, conserve, and find new water supplies.
A day like this makes me proud to be here because there are people that give a damn.
Christian von Preising, Channel 5 News.